Today I want to talk about effortless manifestation versus struggling and trying hard. Now, you would have, we all have noticed this in our lives that when we are doing something and it's habitual like driving or typing on a keyboard, as long as we're not thinking, we are doing absolutely a phenomenal job because our subconscious mind is doing it. But I've noticed in my personal life when I'm trying to type consciously, I make a whole lot of mistakes and I'm slow as hell. Similarly, another better example is it's with men, that when we are trying to talk to a beautiful woman, you know, and if we are in our head, we mess up the entire situation. We blunder and we're awkward and it's just a mess. And ladies would usually talk about, oh, he was, when they are really impressed by a man, they will be like, oh, he's so in the moment. He was so in the moment. He was so himself. He was so fluent or in flow. Well, what you're describing is the man was not thinking. He was not in his head, and he was letting his subconscious or his personality, his real self, do the talking. And this is the whole point of effortless versus hard work. Whenever our subconscious mind takes over in anything in life, it is effortless. It's called flow. A lot of sports players, athletes really know this deeply, that when they are in flow in the game, they're not thinking, they're just moving. It's effortless. Their game, they're on top of their game when they're effortless, when they're not thinking, they're in the flow. Their body is just moving, it's doing things. And especially, I don't know if you know, Qazi Johar is another amazing teacher of reality creation, mastering reality, and he talks about golf. When you're trying to, if you play golf and or similar sports, when you're trying to hit the goal, when you're trying to get it to the hole, and when you're really trying to, focus on your movement and be flawless, you always mess up. But when you're not thinking and just you're going with the flow, when you're going with the movement, when you're trusting your subconscious mind, more often than not, you hit your target. And the whole point I'm trying to make is, our life is effortless with the subconscious mind or with the divine, when we put our trust in the divine, in our higher self. Similarly, if I tell you to now breathe, become aware of your breathing, you will start to breathe consciously. And I assure you, if you breathe consciously for a long period of time, you will be exhausted. You will be exhausted. You will be so tired that you would just pray to God that it takes over again. But our subconscious mind is doing it so effortlessly in the background. We don't even notice it. And I don't know if you are new to my channel, but I recently gave an example of, I had trouble with my eyes, and I had one of my left eye was dry, and it got really blurry, and I got very scared. So I went to the doctor. They said it's okay, it's just dry. But in those days, I started to see consciously. I would really look at things. I would judge every single moment of the day, that whether my eyesight is good or not, and that put absolute huge strain on my brain and my eyes. And every single night I would just go to sleep with a headache and a pain in my eyes, because I was forcefully looking at things. I was overanalyzing. I was not letting my subconscious mind do its thing. And the moment I let go of the control, my eyesight went back absolutely to the way it was. This is exactly what you need to do in manifestation as well. Yeah, I think you guessed until now, but effortless is the way. The path of least resistance is the way. The less you do, the better. Meaning, you have to just let your conscious mind guide your subconscious mind. You don't have to feed it, force it, or try to manipulate it. For example, affirming from a state of lack all day long. I'm not saying it won't work, it will work, but it's gonna be hard. And in the end, you are just doing the same thing. You are trying to impress your subconscious mind. And then it is effortless. All spiritual teachers will tell you to trust your inner being, trust your subconscious mind. But what we do is, when we don't see things happening, we immediately start doubting our subconscious mind. We're like, where is my desire? Is it happening? What is happening? All you have to do is impress or affirm once, or imagine once or twice, however times you want it. But after that, trust your subconscious mind, right? Just like it is running your entire life behind the scenes, it can bring you whatever you want effortlessly. But if you are, as Neville Goddard would give an example, that you put a seed in the ground and then you water it, but then you dig it again the next day to see if it's growing or not. That's exactly what we are doing with our conscious mind. We are sowing a seed, we are sowing the desire, and then we are doubting it constantly. And then we are keep plucking out the seed again and again. How will it grow? So I would give you a process on how I deal with my negative thoughts, or how I deal with not obsessing over things. When I have doubts now, before I was obsessing, I've been there, I've done all that. But now, when I have doubts about, are things happening, is things coming along, what is happening, right? When I get desperate about my desire, I would just in that moment let the monkey mind run. I will not force it to stop. I will not do anything. I will even go ahead and say that I accept these negative thoughts. I accept the narrative of my mind that it might not happen completely, as just one possibility. This is the key word. As just one possibility. As we live in a world of probabilities, endless possibilities, at any moment of your time, any now moment has access to unlimited number of new world lines, or what can happen in the next moment or in your future. So your negative thoughts, or the negative outcome of you not getting what you want, is just one possibility out of infinite, endless sea of possibility. So just accept it as one possibility. Fully accept it. Don't argue with it, right? Allow it, and even it might even help you to say out loud that I accept this narrative of my mind completely. I will not fight with it. I accept it. But then choose what you want. The moment you accept it, you will see that your mind will quiet down. It's like a toddler, right? It's like it's fighting. If you fight it more, it will fight back even harder, right? Because it doesn't have that logic, or it just fights back. The more you feed into its narrative, the more it fights back. But the moment you accept it, it quiets down, because it has nothing more to give you, right? When you're not resisting, how can it fight back? So you let it be as one possibility in the endless sea of creation, and then you choose what you want, and then just trust. Trusting is not some magical process that you have to do. You just have to decide that I trust my subconscious mind more than my doubts, more than my fears, more than my circumstances, more than whatever is happening. I choose my divinity over what is. And that's it, period. You put a full stop there, and if your monkey mind, our conscious mind, right, our human mind comes back, you just accept its narrative again and again. You accept it as one possibility, and then you choose another. Just because what it's saying is not true or false, it's just one possibility. Just like you could get what you want tomorrow, you could not get what you want tomorrow. They are equal possibilities. It's not, one is not more probable than the other. It's just our conscious mind that thinks it is more probable to not get what you want. You don't know that. But it's mental conditioning, and that's perfectly all right. Everything that you will get in your life, at the end it has to be, for it to be pleasurable, it has to be effortless. If you're really struggling for it, then know that you are meddling in the middle, right? As Navagara say, choose the end and dwell there. Don't meddle. Don't meddle with the middle. This is this is where you are right now. This is your desired state. Choose your desired state and dwell there. That's the most effortless way to get anything, right? You're just assuming and you're just staying there, and the universe and subconscious mind and God will bring it to you. You are doing nothing else, and it just comes to you. And I assure you, it comes to you. I have been there where I've been struggling a lot, and now I'm more into alignment and just trusting my subconscious mind. And now just things come, and then it's an enjoyable process. While it was a hard process before, I did manifest with obsession, with forcing, but failure rate is higher and it's not a fun process. So learn to trust your subconscious mind, and it will make everything infinitely easier for you. This is it for this video. Until next time, bye.